A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. As a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, with that, a lot of stress. He was drinking a lot of caffeine. And it turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus, things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over and I tried it out for the first day. And this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side. And I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time. All right. So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up and then we're going to try it. First time trying Magic Mind. All right. I'm gonna give a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11. So we'll see. Whew. Whew. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, that thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right. Until the next time, man, y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry burp, button can skin mixed race buttercup. Canada weather got a bundle up. I'm trying to work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa, too bad what you know.
Yo,
I heard you say it.
what up, though? What's good?
Oh, I'm okay.
Okay,
As y'all can hear, your girl is fighting the cold.
like you mean like fighting the cold weather? Yeah, I think we losing that battle.
Yeah, all that good stuff too.
Is that a Cybertruck? That is a Cybertruck. But you said fighting the cold.
Mm-hmm.
Is it one of those colds that you picked up from like work, or is it from cheering?
I think it's from cheering.
Mm, those are the strongest ones right there, dog. I promise you. It's like those germs combined with little kids' germs make them like Thanos germs.
Oh, don't don't make me laugh.
It make, it make that doggone thing indestructible. It don't matter what you throw at that mug. Cough drops, cough syrup, rest, exercise, everything but the kitchen sink. That cold will hold on for at least a week or two.
Yeah.
Only with children. Only with children. Like I've literally been around an adult that has had like the flu, like all out flu. Back in high school. I'm talking about like bad and nothing. Moment you get around a doggone baby or a kid that got the sniffles, man, that thing, it don't, not only do it hit you, it's magnified. I don't know why that is. Like, I feel like I need to do some type of study or something behind it.
We might. We really might. Cause yeah, I feel like I done threw everything except the kitchen sink at this thing. There's moments where excuse me. There's moments where I'm like, okay, it feels like I'm at the end of the road. And then bam! Ha! You thought so.
Damn burglar.
So
I'm also thinking, I mean, like if you're in like constant contact with children as well, man, I can see how it can, you know, because adults are pretty decent when it comes to, you know, trying to get the mucus and stuff out of their body by blowing their nose. You know, if they cough or whatever, they, you know, try to get that mucus out. Children, they steady sucking that stuff up. Like, no, get it out. Get it out.
it was this kid. They used to eat their boogers. And I'm just like, oh no. That's just gross. Like you just that was probably too much.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, the only thing you really can do is just, you know, try to get you some rest. Make sure you drink plenty of fluids, tea, water. Man, I'm telling you, man, my mom makes really, really good tea. I don't know what she puts in that thing, but less than 72 hours after drinking that tea, it knocks it out. It's like I know it got like some type of peppermint or something in it because when you drink it, it's like it's I don't know, it like healed, like it feel like it's healing your throat, man. It's crazy. Like good grief. And it tastes good no matter if it's cold or hot. I mean, she prefer you to drink it when it's, but it still has like the same, it feel like it has the same effect regardless of what temperature it is. Like, man, lady, what do you know, she be kind of stingy about giving out her recipes. I'm like, no, man.
Well, she's a chef. She
I tell you,
can't, tell everybody her stuff.
I got some. I'm gonna put some cameras up in the house.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Mom, can you make the zoom in 3x, 6x? Yeah, let's see what she poured in that
I said, open the glass.
thing. But outside of that, everything else has been pretty decent outside of the cold. And that's
Yeah, I
uh,
think everything else been pretty decent. Um, yeah. I mean,
anything brewing for the holidays.
anything brewing?
Yeah,
Um,
plans or anything?
say who?
Any plans or anything?
Yeah, we've been invited out to a Christmas party.
Okay.
It's gonna be at a nice church. They're gonna have movies and snacks and uh games. Um, let me try to think. You know, hold on. Excuse me for a moment.
Oh, all right. Well, I tell you what, I go ahead and what's name. So yeah, guys, I got a lot of stuff brewing myself. Man, I mean, with everything that's been going on, y'all know it's pretty much the end of the year. You got Christmas coming up. You got New Year's coming up. So I've also been invited to a few different things to participate in. Dang, man, what is this? Season 2 of the Truth Podcast is finally coming to a close, man. Ready to kickstart this next journey. On top of being a little bit more intentional and consistent with posting on all of these different channels. Some things are going to be somewhat revamped on my other YouTube channels. Uh, an entire lifestyle change has already started for, of course, not just for my channels, but honestly for my life on how I plan on taking this vision into 2025. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to do this that Creed challenge, that Creed 30-day challenge, was to kind of like set the tone for next year. Like do the hardest things that I thought that I would never do. Go ahead and knock that out and take that into the beginning of the year. So we got on January 1st, we'll be kickstarting the 100-day 20K challenge. $20,000 in 100 days. All right. So I did put a little list out there for everybody and allowed them to decide what they wanted me to do to achieve that 20K. But we'll probably talk about that in the next podcast. But yeah, man, outside of trying to stay away from the sniffles and the coughing and stuff like that. I've been, just trying to work out as much as I can, get organized before next year gets here, get accustomed to checking that freaking planner, that calendar every single day that I get up, so I don't miss out on any opportunities or anything like that. And yeah, just fighting this cold weather, man. It's kind of been some up and downs. We done had some days where you can wear shorts outside, and then there's some days when it get to like 2, 3 o'clock, you maybe started out the day with shorts on, and you got to throw a hoodie, a big bomber jacket, and some Timberlands on.
Mm.
So y'all know we're around in that Charlotte, North Carolina weather, man. That thing all over the place. So we just trying to just stay warm for the most part. Yeah, that's been pretty much it. All the only thing I can think of was so far. Just making sure I'm trying to give y'all all the updates, man, before the end of the year get here. Get everything out of the way before the new year get here. Get rid of all them old clothes, old shoes, any clutter. Nick, when I tell you, I don't want anything that's going to get in the way of what I got going on. Like any trash, paper, I don't care what it is. Anything. We trying to get rid of it, man. Clean and clear. That's how I want next year to go. So I can maximize my time and be a lot more efficient. Because this year, it started off really, really good. And then, the numbers, man, the numbers, they were so good that I kind of started to get lazy a little bit. We got to correct that. We definitely got to correct that into next year. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the topic of the day, man. Your boy, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really want to talk about it, but man, that's the only thing everybody talking about right now. Travis Hunter, Mr. Hunter, Player of the Year, offensive and defensive, the Heisman winner, Heisman candidate, Heisman winner, Player of the Year in all of college football. Just an outstanding performer on and off the field. Now, I ain't gonna talk. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna go ahead and go into his fiance. So it all started. I honestly think that it all started when people were seeing her basically look like she was kind of like chewing him out. Like, she had a nasty look on her face, and they were walking together. And it looked like Travis Hunter was trying to explain for whatever. I don't know what the hell was going on. Even though for somehow they weren't even mic'd up, but somebody was able to I don't know, check their mouth or whatever. What is it called? Lip reading, and be able to figure out exactly what it was that she was saying and he was saying. But I'm guessing it had something to do with Travis Hunter taking pictures with some fans. And it looked like, or it seemed like, she was giving him a hard time. And so one of the very first comments that I seen was from a black lady. A black young lady was basically saying, this man is, a Heisman candidate. He just had one of the best games of his life. Girl, give that man some peace. LOL. I'm guessing it was like a joke. But the thing about social media, man, people get stuff and they run with it. And so now we're at the point where they're going all the way back and they're checking this girl's history. They finding out where she worked at. Allegedly she had like a OnlyFans or something like that years ago. Man, it's been a lot of crazy stuff that's been coming out lately. Have you heard anything about this?
I ain't know the history part.
Mm.
I did a little side eye with the. Never mind.
All the fans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
OF, my bad. OF. I don't know. I feel like YouTube be tripping off that. So yeah, I just say OF. My fault.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know people were digging like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. Like,
Yeah.
just to. I mean, you are in the line. You either in the limelight or the social media light. Like you really have to be on your P's and Q's on what you are presenting to the world. Might as well put her out there. Go ahead and, portray Miss Savannah James. You need to be like her if you're going to be out there in the limelight like that, because as we can see, if you're not, they're going to start policing the area.
Do you think that she can come back from this? Is it possible?
I mean, it could be possible. It could be something that's just, for right now, they love, I was going to say 15 minutes of fame, but, they love commotion, and then all of a sudden something new will probably pop up and they'll take, the new stuff would be the center of the limelight versus their situation. Well, their incident.
Well, we know that the NFL draft is coming up, and you know Travis Hunter is going to be the talk of everything for I'm gonna say at least the next year and a half. Because again, you got the NFL draft that's coming up. So people are asking, you know, what team is he gonna go to? Is he gonna be drafted number one? Is he gonna be drafted in the top 10? So that's gonna carry out for a few months. When he does get drafted, they're gonna be asking, is he gonna be a wide receiver? Is he gonna be defense? Is he gonna play both sides of the ball? That's gonna drag out even more. And then the next thing is, you know, how is he going to do his first year? What type of numbers are you going to put up? So Travis is going to be honestly like the talk of, you know, a college football player transitioning into the NFL. Like all eyes are literally on this guy right now. All eyes. See, the thing is, like starting off, I mean, it was already headed towards that way anyway. Like it was only a matter of time before, like, you know, he started to have all eyes on him like this. But the thing about that was, I don't think, I honestly don't believe that they would have zeroed in on her like that if they didn't have that situation that happened after the game.
Mm.
If she didn't have that facial expression, if it didn't seem like she was giving Travis Hunter a hard time, they would have never went in like this. Because the thing about it is, it's like breadcrumbs. We gonna find out. So if we find out, when I tell them, people on the internet are like blood hounds, and I tell people, your digital footprint is everything. Like people, and mind you, they said that even though she had an OF page, she deleted everything. But somehow, some way, they were still able to pull up that account that was supposed to be deleted years ago. They seen her face, her picture, her username, the background picture, and everything. Even though it's supposed to be deleted. That's why I tell people, regardless if you delete that mofo or not, you got what they call hackers. People that code. They can still, once that thing is on the internet, it lives forever. You can't delete anything. People out here are so freaking intelligent. You can try to delete, you can try to block you. It don't matter what you once you put that thing on the net, fam. It's there forever. It's over. And so now this young lady got everybody dissecting her life, man. Like a lot of this information I honestly found out today.
Mm.
Because this thing has started to really you know, catch traction. And honestly, again, I honestly did not want to talk about this. Let me continue to put that out there, man. Anytime somebody's having a relationship or whatever, if they not complaining, then I ain't got no smoke for you. You know what I'm saying? But the issue is, this is the issue. Unfortunately, this young lady has a past, and it's not good. All right, just based on the things that I've seen, based on the things that's being presented. I ain't gonna say in the news, but on social media, it's all bad. They say that she used to work at a strip club.
Mm.
Yeah, and people were like, I thought Travis met her while they were in college. Allegedly, you know what? They didn't technically. They met somewhere else. You know, I'm gonna leave it at because I don't know how true any of those things is, because I'm one of those people. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm still hoping until I got some very solid proof that, you know, all this stuff is pretty much just smoke and mirrors. I'm just gonna say what I heard, and then just basically say I hope that it's not true. But yeah, allegedly she was working at this place at the strip club. They said that she wasn't really a stripper. She was like a bartender or something like that. And I think she actually came out and said like, yeah, you know, I used to bartend or whatever out there. But I've heard something about she met some guy there. You know, he clapped the cheeks or whatever. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just again hoping that all of this stuff is just some bull, man. And I think the question that I had was, can she come back from this? I think so, because I always try to present a solution to any problem that's going on. I think that the best thing you can do, if you've been caught red-handed, or you know you're about to get caught, it's time for you to come to the front of the congregation. Stop denying, stop fake crying or crying. That stuff ain't gonna do. These people are like blood. They don't care. They're like bloodhounds, man. The best thing you can do, because again, Travis is gonna keep his name is gonna keep popping up in the media, and it's gonna be a stain on your mother-loving resume until you do one or two things. I think it's probably too far gone now, because I would have said just ignore the BS and just let it ride. I think it's too late for that, because you done already responded. You done already responded. She already put a video out there. We're going to go over that a little bit later on. But she already put a video out there. I think the only way for you to come back from this is to go back. Yeah, you're going to have to respond again. But this time, speak to your PR person or something like that, because that video, I'm not going to really get into it. We're gonna review it. But that video just wasn't it. But in the next video, I would recommend for her to take full accountability for all her actions. You know what, guys? After, further notice, Travis, and make sure you need to say, my fiance, the love of her life. Like, make sure you put that stuff in there. The only person that I'm trying to be with for the rest of my life. Put all of that stuff in there. That's good. That's good stuff. You need that. Put all of that in there. I'm not going to deal with nobody like this right here. Once we get married, that's it. No eyes for nobody. The only option B is to see option A through. We're gonna make it through this marriage no matter what. Make sure you put that in there. The next thing, I would encourage her to say, I didn't grow up, and I don't know where her what's her name, but maybe I didn't grow up with knowing and understanding how to behave with, a man, whether he be successful or not. Like the appropriate time to stand up. The best way. I'm just going to try to be the best person and the best wife, and eventually the best mother that I can be for Travis, for our family. This, that, like you need to lay it all out there. You're gonna have to fully submit. Ain't no, what I'm saying, trying to be a thug with this one. You're going to have to. The only way you're gonna win is with that femininity, submissiveness. You're going to have to submit to him and let it be known. Like, listen, a lot of my ways with me, arguing, giving him a hard time, not being his piece and everything, were maybe some things that I picked up along the way that I want to get away from. And I'm not just saying it to y'all, but I've also said this to Travis as well. The way that I was moving was not it. And I understand that the only way that I'm going to make this, that we are going to make this thing work, is if I go and get the necessary help in order to be able to make sure that this thing lasts forever, because that's the goal. I want to make sure that what me and him have lasts forever. Man, listen, she put that out, and they need to pay me. She put something like that out. What can you say? There is absolutely nothing anybody can honestly say about that. And actually, listen, you got a social media for a reason. I would be showing they would start to see the change like over time. The proof is in the pudding. You can say whatever you want to say. From now to then, I'm actually putting my money where my mouth is. I'm actually paying. I'm going to a mentor. I'm going to a coach. They're teaching me the proper way to behave with the man, period. And listen, man, there is absolutely nothing anybody can say. If you say, listen, I'm going to get the work. I'm going to do the work. I want to make sure that I get this done because I'm serious. I really want to make this thing last forever. Done deal. You can say, and from then on out, she can be that doggone Savannah James. Now, it's still gonna be a little smudge on that record because of what's taking place. But it's just like with an eraser, man. You know, you got a good enough eraser. It's still gonna be a little smudge there, but it's still, you know, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to tell. I think that's the only way she's gonna be able to come back from something like this. Cause they going hard on the internet on this young lady. I mean, this is crazy. What up, Cole?
Yo, what's happening?
What's good? What's good? Look like we got some comments.
Yeah. You want me to put it up or?
Yeah. If you want to go just go through them real quick. You know, just make sure we show everybody some love, whatnot.
All right.
Shiesty in the building. What up? What up?
Shiesty. What's this? What's the topic? Oh, Travis Hunter. This is all still from Shiesty.
Okay.
And
Okay.
as a Black woman, I don't have anything bad to say about the Latina.
The Latina is crazy.
I
But
hope
yeah,
I hope them a blessed marriage.
the question is, honestly, are they gonna make it there though? It's a lot, man. Listen, I've seen Travis Hunter cheese harder than this guy has ever. Travis, honestly, he's always been cheesing. He's always smiling. He's always cheesing. And in these last couple of pictures and stuff that I've been seeing, it looks like it's done kind of went away, man. So this attention is definitely affecting him. I mean, he made a response video. She made a response video. It's a lot to be said, and I don't care who you are. You checking them damn comments. That's the reason why the response was made. You're checking them comments. You see what everybody is posting. I think they're in love. He defends her like he's in love. I do believe he's in love. Now don't get me wrong. I think the question is not if he's in love. The question that everybody is presenting is she really in it like that? That's the issue. Because there's too many things out there that a lot of people are kind of like second guessing and side eye, giving her the side eye a little bit. Like, I don't know, fam. I don't know. Cole, what are your thoughts on this, man? I know you've been checking out. I know you've been checking this out, man. What are your thoughts on what we've been seeing so far?
Um, I think the situation has pretty much got out of hand because of the fact that, those questions are raised if she's in love with him just as much as he's in love with her. And because I think you can most definitely see it on him when he spoke about it in interviews, especially when he was on the Pivot podcast talking about her saying like not wanting to take pictures if she with women if she's not around him or something like that, or don't want to do anything inappropriate around her from my understanding. But I think
Yeah, it's horrible. I don't.
it sounds static on his end.
What you want me to do? Okay, go ahead and finish, Cole.
Okay. Well, like I said, I think people are like, and I agree with Shiesty saying like they're trying to make the worst out of this whole situation in regards to them too because they're so young and I'm not even going to use her. He's walking to all this money that he's never seen before in his life, and a lot of people have spoke and said like, hey, like I've heard people say like, and I say the same thing. I wish them a blessed marriage. I hope it works out. If you don't, Travis can find somebody else. Because if you want to be honest, nobody would know her or know who she is. Nobody would know who she is unless without Travis Hunter, pretty much. Because everybody's trying to make so much of everything because Like they had a video surfacing of like when he got announced that he won the Heisman Trophy, Deion had to tell her to get up because she was sitting down. Like everybody else stood up, but he had to tap her to get up. So like you're making a lot out of nothing, which Deion had a right to do. Like he's like, hey man, get up, man. You know, get some love to your man, support him.
Yeah, she did respond to that. I think we're gonna go over her video a little bit later.
Wait.
But go ahead.
Yeah, my bad. If you wanted to go ahead and pull up her response video real quick, and then we'll get into Travis Hunter's next. My bad. My fault. Y'all see we got some comments. What's good? What up? What up, everybody? What up, folks? What's good? What's good? I think people are coming and making it worse. Yeah, that's social media, and you got to understand, like that comes with fame. Like there's no way to avoid that. Like when you sign up for, you know, being with the top college player or whatever, or whatever, the D1 prospect that he was, like you signed up for this. That's what you signed up for. And you got to take everything that comes along with it, the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's just social media. That's going to happen. See this as them against the world. People are pushing them closer. I don't know. I don't. It could be. It could be. But I'm gonna say this. I do hope. I do hope that that's the case. But just like anybody that gets certain information, and if that information checks out, I don't care who you are, you're going to think about it. Like, dang, you had an OnlyFans account? I mean, an OF account? What the heck was you doing on there? Like, you know what I'm saying? I looked at you like, this princess or whatever. Like, what was going on, fam? What the hell was going on? Again, I think some things men can overlook. Don't get me wrong, but some stuff, oh, they gonna question it. Like, we all know how people get down on OnlyFans, and if you've been out there getting buffed down by other guys on that OF platform, and them videos start surfacing, I'm not marrying that. Hell, man, listen, no, absolutely not. Why don't people ask the people that actually know them? I don't think people, see, the thing is, I don't think people really care about the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it really matters as much as if I can put something out there and get clicks and views. That's how a lot of content creators are. That's how a lot of people make their money. Until the truth comes out, I'm gonna run with
Clickbait.
this narrative. What's not
Because
true,
like
Dicey?
everybody knows the price of fame comes with every single obstacle you can think of. It doesn't matter how private you want to be, or it doesn't matter how public you want to be. Your business is for the world to see. It's always going to be like that. It's always going to be paparazzi around. There's always going to be people around you that's trying to get the scoop or whatever they can. Any little thing they can find, they're gonna push the narrative. They're gonna do whatever it takes to get under that people's skin. They know that this generation, especially Travis and his girlfriend age, they're gonna read the comments. They're gonna see this stuff. They're gonna respond.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how it's gonna be.
I see a comment up here talking about rappers.
And Black Africa.
Rappers. We're talking about college football players. You talking about rap? So when you say dating rappers, right? It's a difference between somebody smashing, having a good time with them, versus those rappers actually considering them like long. Like, listen, I'm gonna put a ring on your finger. I actually plan on spending the rest of my life with you. Like, actually giving them that level of commitment. Most of them got like, listen, I'm just gonna bust you down, and it is what it is. Unfortunately, some of those guys be raw dogging and end up getting those women pregnant. And
Mm-hmm.
and they do feel like they done made a mistake. Like, listen, I was planning on being here for a good time, not a long time.
Listen. Like, okay, what Shicey's putting out, the statement that she made, or the comment that she made in regards to black athletes and rappers dating these strippers and these adult film stars.
Mhm.
Of course, like,
Who are
of
they?
course,
I
they
want
are
to know
known to
which
date them.
ones. Which guys? Wait, she said they're marrying them. Please,
It's a
please let me know
possibility.
what. But I want to know exactly. Like, if we're really looking at the percentages, what percentage of these athletes, rappers or whatever, are dating and marrying these women that are out here strippers or corn? Now, come on, corn stars. Like, come
That
on,
now
man. Ain't
that
nobody,
that
ain't nobody marrying no corn. Spicer, you showing out now. Like, you really lost me with that one. Dating and
nah.
marrying corn stars. Please name one.
I,
Please name us one.
look. I'm not. Because, like, I'm telling you, for me, I don't know any athlete or artists that have married one of those.
That's crazy.
Offset married, Carl, an example. But anyway, but Mary, like, I don't really know of that. It's a possibility for her seeing of it, but like a lot, because if let's be honest here, a lot of them have spoke up, and like, as in, like, female dope film stars have spoke up and said, like, hey, like, I've dated guys, I've dated athletes, I've done this, I've done that, but
Getting
they
bust
never got
down.
disclosed.
Yeah,
Never got
they've been getting
disclosed
bust
though.
down, man. That's all it. I think that we shouldn't be confusing dating with somebody basically just using you for for your insides. That's not dating. Like, listen, I'm gonna let you chill, kick it with me or whatever, but this ain't nothing serious. Good time, not a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not bringing this person home to meet moms and meet my pops. Like, I'm actually considering, again, spending the rest of my life with them, with this person. Nah.
I don't know.
You said
I don't
porn
know.
star.
Kanye West had. I
You
don't know.
said
Kanye
porn
West had.
star. What porn star Kanye West? Corn star, my bad. What porn star Kanye? And, like, listen, we got. I'm not trying to play Kanye West or whatever, but come on now. Let's hopefully use somebody that they're not trying to say that's, like, mentally ill. Somebody that's, like, actually in their right mind or whatever.
Like, we already got the stripper part out the way. We just gotta find. Because I
That's
already
crazy.
said that rapper, stripper.
Kim K she is not, no, man. That type of star, some porn star would be
He
somebody that's actually been
wasn't
in the
doing it. She wasn't
industry.
doing it
No, man, she slept with Ray J
consistently.
and her mom put that tape out there, allegedly. Hey, go ahead and play what's her name, and we'll get into this a little bit later.
Okay, I'm going to be addressing all the stuff online because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not. But what's a testimony without a test of faith? So I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing. I got permission from Travis to say these things because these are previously things I didn't want online. But I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months, and people said, "Oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was." That is not true at all. The real reason Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend, and her name was in his bio. So I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited the message, and he sat there until he was single. I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women. So I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I previously dated looked the same. My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who's a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically. I don't care about what people look like or what they can give me. I date people for who they are as a person, how they honor God, and how they treat the people around them. And Travis is all the above. So when I said he wasn't my type, I meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me. And he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't.
Please stop
So
the
no,
video.
he
Stop
wasn't
the
my type.
video. Man, what the freak are you doing? Man, that wasn't it. That was not it. You don't get yourself out of something by throwing somebody up under the bus like that. Somebody that you love and you care about like that ain't it, man. This is why you supposed to have like a PR team or somebody to talk to you, coach you before you put these type of videos out there. Like what? All right, go ahead. You can continue. That's crazy. That was just crazy to me.
At first off of those two things, but that didn't. And he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't. So no, he wasn't my type at first off of those two things, but that didn't discredit the fact that I was attracted to him. That's obviously why I gave him a chance. And then I learned he truly is a phenomenal and wonderful human being, and that's why we're together, and that's why we're still together to this day. So that's that. Okay, the next clip was at the game after they just won like their last game. People thought I was upset with him celebrating with cheerleaders. I don't know where that came from because he never celebrated with cheerleaders. So that I don't know where that started, but that's not what I said. But what y'all didn't see before the clip, me and him were talking. We had already interacted. I had already said congratulations. I had already kissed him over the fence that we couldn't get through. So the real reason why I was mad is because the security, and you can ask any of the family members who was actually there, they didn't want no one to storm the field. So they had 1,000 security people holding everyone back. But the people in the field were like, let the family down. Like the family can come down. So everyone was going back and forth. I was arguing with the security guard because he wouldn't let no family through. But they let the cheerleaders on the opposing team get through the fences. So I was like, so when I finally got down to the field, that's why I told Travis, like he had already seen it. I had already congratulated him. We had already spoke, got on the field. And then that I was upset because I had just finished arguing with somebody. And then what y'all don't see after 5-second clip is right after that, I let it go. I was like, you know what, like celebrate. We took pictures. We were with our families. And then we went to his meet and greet, had another wonderful event there. That's all that happened in that. That was literally that. Nothing. It was not deeper than anyone made it out to be. And yeah, next clip, the Adidas pop-up shop this past weekend. People are saying that I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? That's not what I said. First of all, I said, baby, do you want me to sit here or do you want me to go with the family or do you want me to come with you? Because what y'all don't know.
Shout out. I see we got some more comments down there. I heard she DM Anthony Edwards. Now, I'm not really sure about the DM part, Mr. Williams, but I actually did see a comment from her. And we'll actually show the comment a little bit later on. But yeah, we're gonna definitely get into that. Well, Anthony is actually flying. I don't blame her. So you condone whole behavior. This woman has a whole live fiance, and that just basically that let us know everything we need to know. Go ahead and continue. Go ahead and keep it going.
with you. Because what y'all don't know, again, off of a 7-second clip, is those weren't fans, by the way. He had already finished that part. He had finished meeting with the fans. I was there the entire time, taking pictures, talking to them, everything. The girls that were there, they were the Adidas, they worked for Adidas. So we were taking pictures for social posts. That's who those people were. I wasn't annoyed with no fans at all. I'm never annoyed with fans. So that's what that was. And then Travis was getting ready to leave. He had to be at a rehearsal for the Heisman ceremony. They had to do walkthroughs and stuff like that. So I was asking him, I was like, do you want me just to sit here? Do you want me to go back to the hotel? Like, do you want me to wait for our family? Because his family was in there shopping. Because Adidas let them go pick out stuff in the store. It's like a 4-story Adidas. So they're all doing that. I was like, what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Little heads up. Young ladies. This is a question that you ain't even got to ask. And I'm pretty sure I speak for all men when I say this. The best thing you can honestly do is be there and support your man. You ain't even got to ask him, do you want me to sit here and wait on you? Do you want me to go back to the hotel or whatever? Again, I think I speak for all men when I say there is absolutely nothing like having somebody there just to, hey, listen, I'm gonna hurry and take these doggone pictures or whatever so that we can get some us time. You know what I mean? And I don't know, Kobe, what do you think? Like, if she would have asked you the question, if you were being honest with her, would you tell her, going back to the hotel, go kick it with the fam or whatever, go shop or whatnot? Or honestly, would you be like, yeah, I would rather for you to just wait on me?
Well, support is always needed, but
Ain't no buts, brother. Ain't no buts.
Ain't no, it's not. I just know. I know me. It don't matter. It don't matter if you want to go back to the hotel, hang out with the fam. You can do that. I don't care. It's fine.
But cool. I think you're missing it. You said it don't matter. I said if you had a preference of what you wanted, and you gave your answer, you said, "Listen." And I know we so accustomed to saying, "Hey, if that's what you want to do, then cool." No, what do you want? If somebody came to you and asked you, and you were being 100% truthful, what do you want?
Well, since I prefer the support.
Absolutely, man. Keep it a band, dog. Like hey, if you can sit here and support me, I would absolutely, I would love that. Because just say if we flipped it on the opposite end, right? If we flipped it on the opposite end, and your girl was doing something, are you gonna support her, or are you gonna go back to the room? Or are you gonna kick it? What you gonna do? Kobe Maxey, if your girl was taking pictures or whatnot, what have you, because I don't know.
No, there's no question. My lady gonna want me there. My lady's gonna want me there.
If she didn't, and I'm saying like say for instance, would she have to? Would you ask her? Would you be like, hey, do you want me to sit here, or would you just sit there and support her in everything that she does? Would you even question it?
I wouldn't even ask the question.
Hell no. We rocking with you. Like, yo, this is your time. This is your time. And I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna support you with everything. No question asked. I'm just saying. I would be there smiling and looking cute as hell in all the pictures. Hey, listen, I rock with you with that. Absolutely, sure. I'm not mad at that, man. Listen, this is your person. This is the person that you're gonna be spending the rest of your life with. You need to be soaking all of those moments. No, I want to be around you. I want to be with you when you're experiencing all of this stuff. People celebrating you. I want to be a part of that. Like, you're supposed to be that person's number one cheerleader. I'm rocking with you. You damn right. Right there, front and center. Bold as hell. You damn right. Let me make sure everything's straight. I ain't got nothing in my nose, dude. Okay, let's go. maybe she's shy, and again, that could be the case. And I'm one of those people that I prefer to give people the benefit of the doubt and everything like that. But again, man, some of that stuff you just got to throw out the damn window. You got to throw out the mother. If you shy, get closer. Oh, let me stop. Hey, you can go ahead and finish. We're gonna get through the rest of those
do I
comments.
stay here? Do I come with you? Like what? And he was like, you can do what you want. Like you could sit there, you can go shop, you can come to the hotel, you can walk around. That's what he was saying to me. I don't know. Like I said, the things that I see people make up is truly crazy because it's not what happened. And I just think people are just finding every single little thing and trying to make it something it's not. And then bird brain individuals are just accepting what they see online. Okay, now the last thing, this actual Heisman ceremony. This is making me so mad because anyone who knows me knows I support Travis in every win, everything he does, because I truly, truly love that man. He is perfect in my eyes. So when his name was called, I instantly was going to, if you watch the video, you can see me like, but his mom didn't get up. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't get up. Maybe I just sit here with her. So I sat there and then y'all said Coach Prime had to tell me to get up. No, he didn't. He said, go get him. Go get your man. Like, and once Travis stood up, but he didn't.
I went back and I looked at the footage. Again, I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. And we're going to put those comments up there. What is it? Trinity Young. I see you commented as well, saying that, yeah, man, I know you feel guilty, you feel bad for them or whatever. It's like this, right? I'm going to try to give you the benefit of the doubt. But if I go back and I look at that footage and I see that the mom is standing up, clapping for her son, Deion is standing up, clapping for, I guess his player or whatever, whatever you want to call Deion or whatever. They're both standing up. Everybody is standing up. You're the only person sitting down. It's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. To be honest with you, I'm standing, like, as soon as the name is called, I'm standing up. I'm pretty sure. Listen, you look around that damn room. Everybody else, why wouldn't you stand up? Like, people start clapping, you're celebrating somebody, damn right, stand up. I'd rather for somebody to tell me to sit down like you're doing too much. I don't give a damn. Listen, damn it. Shit. I'm celebrating this person. But no, the mom was actually standing up. And Deion did have to tell her to get up and go get your man. Because you were still sitting down at the point that he pretty much told you, hey, go. What you waiting on? Embrace that man. Like, this is the biggest accomplishment that any college football player could ever get. The Heisman. Going both sides of the ball. Coming from that man's background, man. Yeah, she got the I'm trying to rock with her, but it's a lot of stuff that in this video I was just like, yeah, that's just not true, fam. Say, maybe I'm the only one being open-minded. I try to be. I try, man. But when I go back and I look at that footage, and yeah, what you said is not true. His mom was actually standing up. She was standing up. Looked like she was crying and everything. You can't tell me that you didn't hear somebody get up. All right, go ahead, my bad.
Go get your man. Like, and once Travis stood up, but he didn't have to do that because I was going to do that anyways. As soon as I seen Travis get up, then I thought it was appropriate to stand up, greet him, congratulate him. But then there was a camera right in front of Coach Prime, and I knew they were going to film that moment. And because
I just want to address Prince. Nobody said his mom got up first. I didn't say she got up first. I said she was already standing. I think Coach Prime got up first. But the mom was already standing. When that camera panned back over there, if you go back and watch the video, because I want to say I got that clip on one of my YouTube channels. the mom was actually standing up. When Travis started to walk over towards it, the mom was already standing up, fam. But go ahead.
Of how people are online, I was like, I don't want to be in that shot, so I'm gonna sit down. So I try to sit down so I'm not in the camera while I'm crying. People are gonna be, oh, why is she crying? Like, stuff like that. And so I got out of the camera purposefully so they can have their moment. That's all it was. No one told me to stand up. No one had to tell me to celebrate with him. I was just sitting there crying. I wanted to take it in myself too. I was super excited for him. But I wanted the moment to be about him and his family. And that's another thing. People are like, why did he sit next to her? Why was his mom? We had assigned seats. I didn't have a choice where I sat. They are obviously going to put someone and their partner together. So I had the seat right next to him because that was my assigned seat. I didn't have a choice. And then the hugging thing. Travis came and hugged me because he just went down the line. I was first in line, then his mom, then Coach Prime. He came straight to me first. I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't have to tell him to do anything. He's a grown man. He can do what he wants. But yeah, everyone is making this crazy narratives in their head. So I just wanted to clear it up. And that is the truth. That's what happens in all those videos. And I will not be addressing this again. I didn't want to address it, but here we are.
Well. So I see we got somebody added to the party. What are your have you heard about this Travis? What is his fiance's name again?
I think it's Leanna. Is it Leanna?
Leanna. It's something like that. I'm not gonna do like the other person that commented said the Latino. That was crazy. That was crazy. But yeah, what are your oh, somebody else?
Oh, I was it's Leanna Lene. Leanna Lene.
Leanna Lene. Leanna Lene. Oh, that's a blessing. Bless her heart. Yeah, I guess we'll let Mika. If you want to go ahead, have you heard anything about this Travis Hunter? And I'm not even gonna say her name, but yeah, this young lady.
She's here, but you're gonna have to give her a second to respond.
Oh, okay, cool. She got that Spectrum.
Oh my god.
That cricket. She got that cricket now. So what are y'all thoughts of what was said? What are y'all thoughts about her response video?
I've been thinking about this the whole time. It's not what she said. It's just a simple fact that she's on there with a crop top on.
Oh, kept rubbing that damn hair every 15 seconds.
Yeah. But some stuff like that at the end part, some of the end part where she's like, it's for the family, she wanted them to have their moment. Aren't you not soon to be or part of the family? And what is the big issue if social media and stuff see you crying and enjoy it on the moment that is that is for your man? Aren't you not still supporting your man? Let me try to think what else she had said. Yeah, those two were the ones that kind of still stuck out with me. And like she said in the beginning about he's a cheater. Like you said, why would you throw him under the bus? I just feel like in a way this is a good starter video, like starter response. But like you said, she needs to go to a PR rep and stuff like that and just have like an official response. And I also feel like even with this one though, I feel like he should have been in the video with her just to kind of like show that, like get that more of that, like you were saying, that submissiveness, this is who I want to be with. Yeah, kind of like point to him and say, when she said that he gave me permission to speak on this a little bit more, just kind of like just to have that
protection. She needs that protection. Somebody to help kind of like guide her through, because you can tell she's definitely not used to speaking, man. about stuff like this, but I need to also point this out.
Mm.
If you're going to apologize, like you got to fully apologize, man. Like people are able to sniff out bullish from a mile away. And if you still trying to hold back and try to blame stuff on other people, that ain't no good look. You're not taking accountability. That's no account. The reason why I did this is because of this person. Like, no, man. Hell no.
Yeah, and I think that may actually be more so what I am actually saying with this seeming like it's a starter apology, like it's a starter addressing the issue, because it doesn't, not apology, but like just a starter, coming ahead of this is because it just, like you were saying, it just still feels like it's not the whole thing, just to kind of like address everything. Like it still feels like there's, like you said, there's some things that's being still being covered, like still not being, she's still not taking full accountability for her actions.
Yeah, and so again, man, I think it would have been a lot better, man, if she would have sat down and actually like spoke to somebody about what she was going to say, how she was going to say it. Like she literally seemed like she just cut that damn camera on and just went with it. No editing, no nothing. I'm just gonna put it out there and you're gonna get whatever I give you. Not a good look, man. Not a good look. What are your thoughts, Kobe? Before you can go ahead and pull up Travis's video. We'll go into his video next.
Honestly, bro, like I get the whole thing being a starter, but I'm kind of on the other. I'm kind of on the other end of it. Like I'm in my mind, I'm like, why say anything? Why do you feel like you had to, uh, in a sense of like trying to clear your name or defend yourself to why you did this and to why you did that? The only people that I feel like the only people who knows what really happened and know the truth of it is whoever was sitting up there with her prime, who was sitting on that front row was Prime, his mother, father. Well, his father wasn't there, but his father saw him get the Heisman. But um, I feel like she kind of embarrassed herself because she shouldn't have said anything. She didn't have to say anything.
I agree. I agree 1,000%. She should not have even opened her mouth because when she said something, she pretty much opened up the floodgate,
Yeah, because
and that
all
makes you
she
vulnerable.
did, exactly, all she did, she spoke on something. Like people, okay, because this is what people are going to look at it as. You came out here to speak on speak on for yourself, but you also embarrassed yourself because you said that Travis cheated on his girlfriend prior to being with you, which you threw him under the bus, which, like I said, you shouldn't have said anything, because now since you spoke out about it, a lot more people are going to start digging and try to look into stuff, because now in the eyes of the media, they're going to consider her weak.
And a backstabber.
Mm. Judah said probably better not to say nothing really, but we got a natural tendency to want to defend, what he meant to say, ourselves.
But you don't have to defend yourself. If you like, I've always been told this growing up. If you know you didn't do it and you know you didn't have nothing to do with it, or you know you didn't cause this, don't say nothing. You don't gotta say anything. You don't gotta defend yourself. But if you know that you did something wrong, or you know that you did it, because sometimes people, a lot of times, not all people, but certain people, the ones that talk the most, the ones they flap their gum the most, the ones that always got
to say something is the one that done it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, heck, they're gonna blow it up regardless at this point.
It's like this, man. Like I'm one of those people. I was actually having a conversation with somebody the other day, and I'm one of them people that I don't give a damn what anybody thinks about me, about the way that I move, and I don't give a damn if it's 10, 15, 1,000 people that's saying something about me. That still is not going to control the way that I move. I can walk past people, not respond to them because I do know one thing. You can say whatever it is you want to say, but I guarantee you, you will not get in my face
And say it.
and right or put your hands on me. I ain't even going because I'm not really affected by words. Never been affected by words. But again, you're not going to physically harm me. You know, you can say whatever you want to say at the end of the day. Just keep it pushing. Worst thing you can do is put yourself in harm's way. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But see, the thing is, again, when you get on social media, when you get around certain people, when you get a certain level of visibility, you need to hopefully get a coach, a mentor that's going to help you maneuver through this thing. Because if you don't, those people are gonna they're gonna eat you up. They're like sharks. And once they smell blood, they're not going to stop, fam. The worst thing you can do is open yourself up for more attacks. To get out there and start speaking on something and not have all your ducks in a row. Like you should have pretty much had everything that if you were gonna respond. Again, I recommend that she shouldn't have at all. She should have just let this thing blow over. But now, honestly, I think the worst thing she can do now is not respond. You already done put yourself out there. You're gonna have to come back. Again, if you guys didn't get a chance to hear what I said, I think it would honestly be in her best interest to take everything that I said and chat GPT that thing and put that statement out. For real.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna listen. So Travis Hunter tried his best to protect her, and this is what he said.
You ain't never had no girl. So why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. You talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man. Y'all go do something else with y'all life. Clickbait pages, y'all better stop. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, if something bad gonna happen to y'all, y'all keep doing that. Y'all better stop that. I ain't playing. Y'all better stop.
So a lot of people are now getting turned off by Travis Hunter's girlfriend, especially because we've seen her make a statement saying that Travis Hunter wasn't her type before they started dating.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like
A long time.
Like another 2 months. And then he was friend zoned because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zoned?" I was not.
All right, pause real quick.
Pause that. That sound like two different.
Go ahead,
That sound
Cole.
like
Go
two.
ahead.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
God, that sound like two different stories, man. Now, hear me out. That most definitely sound like two different stories. Because she said that he wasn't her type or whatever, and she left him unread. But in the most recent video, she said she never responded to him because he had a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
So it's two different stories.
Yeah. Right. It seemed like when all this stuff started coming out, that's when she wanted to kind of spin it a little bit. Like, man, come on, dog. So which one is it? Honestly, which one is it, man? This is not a good look for you. It's not a good look.
Wait, it said what? What just happened?
Huh?
So this one was saying that she left them on red.
Well, that's what came out of her mouth.
And then the other story was
What came out of her mouth? Two things that she said. First, she said, I pretty much left him on red or whatever. That was it. Well, actually, I think this video actually came out first, right? Didn't this video come out first, or was it?
That's the first. That's the first video.
Yeah, but either way, her story kind of switched up over time about the reasons behind why she left him on red. That's what everybody is talking about.
yeah. Well, this right, Prince. So if she left him on red, that does sound like she wasn't responding to him.
Mhm.
Okay. Hey guys, can I get a little update of?
Oh, what up, what up, what up?
Hey.
Yeah. Who want to give a quick little breakdown? So have you heard about Travis Hunter and his fiance? I don't know what her name is. I ain't even gonna say it. But have you heard about Travis Hunter?
My first run into it was Bow Wow responding to her saying or doing heart eyes under somebody's picture or something. So a little bit.
Oh,
Wait,
good
what?
grief. Oh yeah, she got the worst end of it. Good grief. Dang.
Yeah, so that's what I heard. He was responding to her putting heart eyes and like the money tongue out on somebody's an NBA player's post or something. So that was the first thing that I seen about him and his fiance. So there's other stuff going on.
Yeah, so that was pretty much like the last thing that happened. So what they're talking about right now is this video is about her basically just saying that Travis Hunter wasn't her type. She pretty much left him in her DMs for like a while before she responded to him. Now she didn't give a clear-cut reason why. You know what I mean? It just seemed like she was just bragging about basically kind of like treating him like a little beta. Like I left him in my DMs for 2 months. We talked, we chatted it up. I pretty much put him in the friend zone for like 2 months. I had him jumping through all of these hoops. Again, you got a guy out here that can probably have any chick that he wants, but y'all see, I'm basically making this dude do whatever it is that I want to do. That's what this video sounds like to me. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
Just from I did hear a little bit of her talking about it. That's kind of what it gives. If she's saying that she wasn't interested or not responding at first, then I would like to personally know what made well, in this clip she says she wanted to just be friends, but most girls that are originally ignoring someone do not go back and later on be like, yeah, let me actually see what he's talking about, unless something kind of ends up standing out to her. So I would like to know what made her go back and want to even say anything.
Hey, that's a great valid point. I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate it. But we gonna let them finish cooking. I think they're gonna give like a quick little breakdown about what's going on. She talking about they look happy. Travis always look happy. I just said that man be cheesing more than
Finally,
anything.
I
Go ahead, my bad.
had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go by myself, so he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you," and then he went with me, and then we was in love.
Yeah, we was in love ever since then. So the internet world is like, yo, I guarantee she just searched up his name and looked and saw who he was, and then all of a sudden now he became her type, which is why she's dating him. And then a lot of videos are starting to come out and resurface of Travis Hunter coming up to his girlfriend after football games, after big wins, and she has an attitude and her energy is just completely off. That doesn't look like somebody that's happy for her boyfriend to be winning football games. And currently now fiance and Travis Hunter is saying that he's going to get married to her the second he signs his NFL contract.
Beyonce, y'all get married in 2025?
Yep, next year.
Rookie year.
Yep.
And you're gonna get married. And you're gonna have some babies.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he said that on a Pivot podcast, man. He did an interview talking about his girlfriend.
Guys, why is everyone spiraling about you?
Yeah, we're gonna work on that, y'all.
Fucking getting that premium. If it needed,
Everybody I think that's watching this show have probably been in a situation where they've had a parent that's told them, young woman or young guy, I don't want you to see that person. And the more they tell you they don't want you to see that person, what do
the more
you
you
do?
try to go see him. You ain't never had no girl. So why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. You talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man. Y'all go do something else with y'all life. Clickbait pages, y'all better stop. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, if something bad gonna happen to y'all, y'all keep doing that. Y'all better stop that. I ain't playing. Y'all better stop. All the clickbaiting pages. You know, when we were sitting down and I was at my puppet shop, we was talking about my family. What was they gonna do while I was in there signing stuff? I had all my family there. And that's why she did. That's why she said she's gonna stay there so they can get stuff. That's why she said she's gonna sit there so they can get stuff, have fun there. She wanted to go back. They wanted to go back. Some of them want to go back to the hotel. Some of them didn't. Y'all trying to make everything. Y'all want everything for clicks. Like, stop that. That's crazy. Like, y'all hate on me and then y'all go and hate on my girl. Like, bro, I feel the same pain that she feel. We're inseparable, bro. We with each other. Like, she hurting, of course I'm gonna be hurting. If I'm hurting, of course she gonna be hurting. Like, y'all, come on, man. Yeah, she's still sleeping. She slumped. You know, when you hurt, but you just cry yourself to sleep and you just be gone. Like, she drunk like OD amounts and like for no reason. Nah, she sleep. She's gone. She'll be up in the morning. Where can they send messages at? Discord.
Be sure to hit that like button for me if you haven't already. That helps this YouTube channel continue to grow.
all right, you can go ahead and pause it right there. I don't think they're gonna say anything else about that. Can you scroll up through it real quick? 'Cause I can pretty much get everybody else up to speed about this. I think it's just other people pretty much just speaking and kind of talking about this. Oh man, we got to do the Godfrey. Yeah, let Godfrey go real quick, and then I'll go ahead and I'll take it from there.
Quarterback gonna see all that. This message goes out to Travis Hunter. Listen, Travis, I just want you to be careful, man. Yeah, I said it. Be careful. Congratulations on your engagement, but man, you might have to disengage because something about this woman, man. The way she was talking to, and she was talking like she was really that chick. Listen, you love who you love. Facts. Okay, I got that. That's all logical, but something ain't right. I just watched that dumb video of you guys in those matching pajamas that bugged me. And she was like dogging you, going, yeah, he wasn't my type. I was like, he wasn't my type.
It wasn't my type.
And then we went to this party and then we fell in love. I think personally, I don't know when y'all dated, with high school. I don't give a fuck. But when she found out your stats, bro, that's when I think she's like, oh, I love him. I love him. I don't know what she is. She's like Indian looking, Latino looking with a sprinkle of Ebonics. I don't fucking know what she is. But one thing I do know, you need to watch your ass, bro. I'm so serious, man. I just something ain't right. And I'm sure people agree with me right now. They're agreeing with me. Don't get suckered into this shit, bro. You better sign all kinds of fucking papers, man. All right? You better have an ironclad fucking contract because something ain't right. I didn't like that video. He wasn't my type. Remember, you wasn't my type. But when you're successful, you everybody's fucking type. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, they find out your potential. Now you everybody's type. Be careful with that shit, bro. I'm just saying. I hope Coach Dion is helping him out. Like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
All right, you go ahead and pause it right there. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on, man. I think Godfrey really kind of like added fuel to the fire. Like, I think he really put some gasoline on it. When you have people like that, like real celebrities, really start posting and just come out like outright and just say, hey, be careful. I don't trust her. You know, you need to make sure, you know, if that is going to be the person that you choose, that you have some type of prenup or whatever or anything like that. That's when it really started to catch fire. What are y'all thoughts?
Hmm. It's okay. So just like I don't know, it just seems like when she's talking, I just can't take her serious. It doesn't seem genuine when she's really, expressing her feelings or just, just talking in general. But like when he was speaking on it, it seemed like it came from the heart and not like not like he's like trying to convince everybody. He's just speaking. And I kind of do wish that he wouldn't have just um responded in the way that he did, but again, I think that they should have, like you said, went to someone like the PR rep or something like that. If they was, in them responding, just do it in a way that, okay, here's what you need to say, here's how you need to look. Bring on the extra lovey-dovey stuff, and this is going to be y'all last and final response to this stuff, and just let it blow over. But at the same time, yeah, all in all, I kind of wish they wouldn't have said anything about anything. I'm just thinking about that video of them in the matching pajamas for real too. It's just, yeah, like she just make it seem like she didn't want to have, wanting the time of day for him, and something.
She
I don't
thought that was
think
a flex. She thought that was a flex because I guarantee you, the groups, the people that she's normally around, would probably be kikiing, ha-haing, and championing that type of behavior. But in reality, outside of those echo chambers, people like, no, that dude actually really rock with you. And you sitting there trying to talk about this like that ain't no flex, fam. That is not no flex. That's if anything, it's gonna make people look at you a different type of way.
And speaking of flex, like when she was explaining like she don't have a type, but then kind of listing off like I guess the type of guys that she used to date. I'm just like, it didn't sit right with me either, because she was like, I dated this cowboy, this something type of rapper, this soccer player. I'm just like, that's not a good look either. That's not a good look either.
Yeah, Kobe, man, what's up, man? What's your thoughts on what Travis was saying or Mika?
To be honest with you, man, I think, like I said again, when it comes to the situation, neither one of them should have said anything. And I most definitely think from Travis, it seemed a lot more passionate than what his fiance was, showing on her little TikTok. But I would say that I think when it comes to his level of fame that he's in, and the amount of fame he's going to be walking into when it comes to the draft in the next few months, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because, like I said, he's going to be walking to all this money he's never had in his life, and he's carrying his fiance with him, because I've said it before. Nobody knew who the hell she was until Travis. She's a regular basic chick to everybody else until she got to Travis. And I think that Travis can't take what these celebrities are saying to him. Like, I understand, defend your girl at all costs, because like it's the same thing. I would defend my lady at any cost, regardless of the situation. I'm going to defend her. But at the same time, bro, you gotta take heed to what people are telling you, because you got these folks that are saying something to you. Like, you got Ryan Clark, you got Chan Tatum. Channing Crowder, sorry, and you got Fred Taylor on a podcast. These guys have been in the league. They have probably experienced women coming at them left and right. And dude, you're about to walk into the NFL where you know women are gonna come at you left and right and don't care that you have a fiance, don't care that she's soon to be your wife or is your wife. They do not care.
The crazy thing is, I don't even think Travis needs to be worried like in that man. I think that Travis is not going to have an issue like with wavering. Because one thing I will honestly say, from what I've seen, honestly, Travis seems like a very, very loyal person, regardless of what she said. Like, I know she said something or whatever, but I'm having a hard time believing this young lady based on the things that I've seen, you know, how this guy conducts himself. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I think, again, the issue and the reason behind it is people are really trying to figure out if she's really serious about this. Like, is she really going to be there, you know what I mean, when all of these chicks come into play or whatever, or they try to come into play? Or has she already shown her hand? She already shown what type of person she is.
We'll see in due time, bro. That's all. That's the best answer you can give. It. We'll see in due time.
What are your thoughts, Meek?
Like somebody had commented, pretty much, I mean, if that is the case, he's gonna have to learn. He's young, it seems like. Like the clip played, you know, the more you tell a kid not to do something, the more they want to do it. So it's kind of like, I mean, if she is not meant for him, he's gonna have to find out the hard way, unfortunately. But I don't see him. It seems like, yes, he's definitely more into the relationship and getting married than she could possibly be, especially just off the fact that she's entertaining other people with, you know, just commenting on their page, because that's what I'm gonna go off the last thing that I heard or saw. So it seems like there's a little bit of she may be a little not as into it as he is at the time.
I'm gonna throw a question at y'all really, really quick. All right, this is a hypothetical. What would you do if this were your son? And for the men on the panel, what would you do if you were in the situation? I want the women to go first. What would you do if your son was in the situation with a young lady that, again, they've been trying to paint the picture that this young lady really not into him like that? She has actually came out. She said that he wasn't her type or whatever. You know, she done had an OF page, the whole nine, and listening to things that have came out of her mouth. Like, I had him drive us 2-3 hours, and he sat in the car for hours while we sat there in the inside of a party and got drunk and did all these other things or whatever. Seems like he kind of dragged him through the mud or whatever. What would y'all do? What would y'all advice be to y'all son in this case?
No, absolutely not. Do not be with that girl. If she doing all of that, I mean, it's not giving. She was genuinely interested from the beginning. Like, I mean, that's kind of like a boy toy type of situation. Like, you know, let me see how much he's willing to go through. And I mean, people do it. It's not right to me, but people do it to test people and do all of that. But yeah, leave that girl alone ASAP.
Yeah, she said it from the beginning. He's not her type. And then she keeps dogging him. I just don't see it. I do not see it. I'm hoping, you know, since they are currently in a relationship and stuff, you wanted it to be. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yeah, I just don't see it. I'm just like, I would be telling myself I don't see it for like the way that you show your affection towards her is not reciprocate. Like I just feel like she's trying so hard, and it's just not. It's just not there. Like I don't know what her. Well, I'ma just say how. I don't know what her is, but it's not a forever thing. I could be wrong. I digress. But I just don't I just don't see it. Like her behavior, her demeanor, like I said in her response video, like why is you wearing a crop top? I don't know if she is wearing undergarment like a bra. It don't look like she's wearing a bra either. So I'm just like, it does not look right to me. Like you should have people in your corner, in your ear, hopefully people that you listen to and take their advice respectfully and go about how you need to go about this in the right way. And none of this stuff just seem like it's in their best interest.
All right, Cole, your turn, dog. If you were in this situation, right? If you were in Travis' situation, what would you do? Would you still get married?
Who's that question for?
Cole.
Oh, that's for you.
If I was in his situation, would I?
Yeah, how would you go about handling this situation? Y'all are engaged.
Nah, I wouldn't see myself getting married from that point because like you said, there's been so many red flags that have been shown, and you know, we're just speculating because we don't know, but I know personally for me, I wouldn't do it because if I was in his situation and that was me and that was going on, this is how I know how my parents are. One's gonna be like, "Hey, you need to cut ties and go and handle your business and worry about you while you go into the league." And then you probably got that other parent that's like, "Hey, I can't tell you who to be with and who not to be with, but I'm telling you to just cross your T's and dot your I's and watch your back."
That is something that I do want to know. Like, even though he said that they've been together for like 5 years, or you know, known each other and stuff, was there not anyone to you know, check? I don't want to say it like this, but check her out.
What you mean?
To like
Making sure that he's vetting her correctly or whatever.
Yeah.
Like during the vetting process, normally your mom, your dad will pretty much are supposed to be the ones that kind of like check and verify a lot of those things or whatever, especially if you're considering this person as like somebody that you want to marry and spend the rest of your life with. Because they'll be able to see things that you can't see. Right?
Right.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think in this case, because again, Travis did DM her, and you know they were saying this about Travis, which I don't really like to say, but you know, he feels like he got with a chick that's probably out of his league, and with that, he don't want anybody to uncover his eyes. Even though you can probably see the truth clear as day, like, listen, I don't want to believe that, man, because, man, the chance of me finding a young lady like that look, again, in his eyes, that look as good as her or whatever, and they were even saying that she probably got some tricks up her sleeve, you know what I'm saying? She probably, hey, every time you turn around, man, she, you know, can suck a golf ball through a straw. Hey, hard to find somebody like that, man.
Listen, man, I already said it once before. I'm gonna say it again. I wish them the best on the marriage. I wish them the best. If it works out, it does. If it don't, Travis can find somebody else that look way better than her. Because where you I always look at it like this. Regardless, you might date one of the girls that was the baddest thing to you. There's always gonna be somebody that look way, way better than her. It's just
I
the
agree,
truth.
and I
Go ahead.
agree. I agree, and I just looked up his age. He's 21. Like he's young. So I mean, those are mistakes. Like things like that. Unfortunately, they're still made at that age. So if it does work, great. He knew she was the one for him, and if it doesn't, then he does have the opportunity to find somebody else.
I think that this is the real kicker, though. This is the unfortunate part about that. It's different if you work at McDonald's and you making minimum wage and you get into a situation with a young lady and y'all get married, it don't work out and she leave, versus somebody that could possibly go #1 in the draft pick. He's already making in college millions of dollars, got Adidas sponsors, they're paying him millions of dollars on top of getting this NFL contract and everything that goes along with that. The fall is a lot bigger. He has a lot more to lose. And so, when we start talking about making mistakes, this mistake compared to somebody that's 21 again, that's working at McDonald's is completely different. And again, I hope and I pray that all of us are wrong. But this is how I would approach the situation. Y'all know me, listen, it's always chess, not checkers with me. I would not call off the engagement. I would not call off the marriage. What I would do is I would say, hey, I think getting married right now is a little bit too soon. Let's push it back a year or two just to see how she reacts. On top of that, we're also going to get a prenup, right? If you say that you're really in it like that, then, I'm going to allow you to sit down with a lawyer. She would know at least 6 months, y'all. If y'all get a prenup, I did look this stuff up. Give it to her in advance, at least 6 months, so she can sit down with it. Make sure she get a lawyer to look it over or whatever, so she had plenty of time to look it over, and make sure, hey, if you leave, you're gonna get something, but it won't be nowhere near half of my ish, okay? And if you really are in it for me, then that wouldn't bother you. And right here is where a lot of people are gonna get emotional, and they're gonna really start to show their hand. And I'm telling you, more times than not, if you go about doing things the right way, I'm not even gonna say you're gonna dodge a bullet. You take the bullets out of the gun when it comes to that person having power over you. It's a certain way to how you go about doing things, right? And this is honestly how I approach every single last situation. So I will never look like the bad guy. All right, I'm talking too much. Hey, we got another clip from Bow Wow. I want to go ahead and play that Bow Wow clip. So Bow Wow is actually going to speak about the part that Mika was actually talking about, and we're gonna let him get into it. And this is something that I found out today. Like I had no idea. I was like, "Yo, what?" But yeah, all right, yeah.
Travi. Check this out, gang. It's coming from your boy Bow Weezy, right? I never met you, don't know you, know nothing. But I will say this, because I've been watching from afar, I'm not the type of jumping people business, but I was once young, about to make a lot of money, and I know how this shit go. So I need you to hear me out. Number one, I don't want you feeling as though everybody jumping down your back or cats is hating. That's that young mentality. I want you to look at this like this, care about you. And especially in our community and in this industry, not a lot of brothers get the opportunity like you about to get. You know what I mean? You about to get the biggest check in your life. You about to go to the NFL. And all we are doing is waking you up, young brother. Because if you don't see what the f is going on, gang, if we didn't give a f, we'll let you crash out. But from one plan to the next, hey, man, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but I want you to open up your eyes, man. There's no reason why she commenting on another page, NBA, with heart eyes and the mother money tongue out. That's your fiance. Wake up, young brother. Fiancés don't move like that. I ain't never had one of my motherfucking girls ever lay next to me in the same crib as me under another page, leaving heart eyes with the money tongue out. Total violation. That bitch would have been packing up her shit and getting the fuck out my crib that day. I don't play that shit. You out. And it's like you so.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
So caught up in being in love with this motherfucker, bro. I don't even think this woman really loved you like that, bro. You gotta watch the signs, man. That woman said you wasn't even her type. If a woman tell me she not my type but end up with me, then what's keeping you here?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
What's keeping you here then? If I'm not your type, that means you going off look. So what the fuck is keeping you here? You gotta ask, young though. You gotta ask yourself some questions. We're not coming down on you, brother. We trying to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? Before this motherfucker end up. Last but not least, young brother, I want you to live your life, man. You young, man. I don't even think you're 24 yet. Do you know how much women are about to be thrown your way? Boy, you the Heisman Trophy Award winner. Can't no give you no advice better than me, because I was young with the bag and I'm still here doing and navigating through this whole shit. And I'm telling you from firsthand experience, brother, it's about to be so many women about to throw that thing your way, you ain't gonna be able to turn it down. So all it's gonna do is just lead to frustration and all type of bullshit in your household anyway. Young brother, snatch that ring back, get focused on what's important. It's hard to build your shit when you got a broad with you. Bro, you in the media more for the broad than you is for the winning a Heisman. I don't like that. You know what I mean? So I don't give a look. Coach Prime got my number. You know how to hit me. I'm telling you, I ain't coming down on you. I ain't trying to hate on this situation. But my nigga, wake up.
Wow. First and foremost, I want to say that Bow Wow was actually speaking facts at the beginning of that clip, and then he started to just drive all the way off the cliff. We're talking about, the amount of women that's going to, the type of, how much is going to be thrown your way. Like, who? No, bro, that's not it. That last part, I could just say I disagree with 1,000 times. I'm not saying that he's not going to have a lot of women to kind of like throw it at him, but that's not important. That's not important. That's not the goal, man. Like, but the beginning part, I agree with him wholeheartedly. I think that he was actually hitting, before he started talking about that stuff, he was actually hitting on all cylinders. What are y'all thoughts?
I said the exact same thing that Bow said. Bro, I said it. He's about to walk into so much money that he's never experienced. And I said it. He's gonna have so many women throwing themselves at him. It's inevitable. It's the price of fame. It's what it comes with. It don't matter if you're a baseball player, basketball player, football player. It don't matter what it is. Any profession that you are in those four associations, they're going to throw themselves at you. It is going to happen. Because everybody is literally saying the same thing over and over again in regards of Travis' fiance. Bro, she wasn't even looking your way. She said you wasn't her type.
I simply think that since it is so many celebrities, I haven't seen any women, but I haven't really been on social media like that either. But since there's so many celebrity males out there that's trying to reach out to him to give him some advice / suggestion, I think it's something that he probably should look into. And to be honest with you, KD, what you had said might be a smart little route for him to go too. Just to see if she's really rocking with him, especially if that's like the biggest thing that most people are questioning about her is her genuine affection towards him. And what if she really there? Like, if she's really there for him. So I think that he should really like reach out to somebody professionally to navigate him through this next chapter of his life.
He's gonna need it. He's most definitely gonna need it because what he
Uh-oh. Did it go out? Did somebody go out? Was it?
No, that's Cole. I'm guessing technical difficulties or something. If you're speaking, we are unable to hear you.
Mika, what do you?
My bad. Yeah, Bow Wow, he was telling the truth. I know he had, he was really young when he started. So if anybody know about starting young, he definitely knows. He's been through, a lot of contracts and things like that. Sure, women, of course.
she's just there just there along for the ride.
That's kind of what it is.
She's there along for the ride, and she's gonna be standing in line like every other chick to try to get on that ride and have a good time. You gotta look at it. If you were married to her, if you was married, it'd been a totally different story. But you're not married to her.
Kobe,
What's up?
if you were speaking that whole time, something happened with the audio. We did not hear a good bit of what you were saying.
My bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. So if you want to kind of recap on what you were saying, you go ahead.
Okay, so pretty much I was saying that like he gotta find somebody. He needs, because he's gonna need somebody to talk to, and maybe Dion can be that person that he can talk to, or somebody, because I know Dion is a person that is in the league. He was in the league and he experienced this stuff too. But Travis gotta understand, you regardless of how much you love somebody, you can't put nothing past them.
Okay.
This is his life. This is not hers. She's just along for the ride. And if she gone, there's gonna be somebody else standing waiting in line just to get on that roller coaster, and they're gonna enjoy it until the wheels fall off. He got to think about himself.
Yeah.
Mika, did you want to go ahead and?
But yeah, just pretty much Bow Wow. He was speaking facts. The whole girls thing. I mean, that's kind of a given as well. Like, when you're making money, I mean, of course, women they're going to flock. So, but that shouldn't be an issue if he's married. Not for him that it would be an issue. Maybe she may have her little jealous rages, or get into fits or things like that. Where that comes, possibly, but for the most part, I mean, he's telling him the truth, but he is young again. So he's getting upset that people are trying to tell him what to do at this point. And, he's going to find out.
You're muted, Katie.
We see your comments up there, big dog. Prince talking about so many women. He's talking about who he been married to. Talking about Bow Wow. Yeah, man. So just my quick comments on.
He almost got married. Shoot.
You got to understand something, man. No offense, but money, and let's be honest, those little groupies are low-hanging fruit. And I'm pretty sure that even though Travis is young, he understands that. Like, listen, I'm going to continue to make money. And I know these women, again, these chicks, these low-hanging fruit, are going to keep throwing themselves at me. The worst thing you can do when you're trying to give somebody advice is trying to throw that stuff at them. Like, I think for maybe the men that either aren't used to getting women aren't used to getting money, when you start throwing that stuff at them, that might help the argument. But somebody that listen, I already know these things are going to keep coming. I'm not really worried about that. What I am worried about, and what I think he is worried about, is losing somebody that potentially does have his best interests at heart, somebody that he can actually grow with, that he feels like actually loves him for him, and then having to get back out there on the dating market, knowing how trash this place is, and finding something like that or better. I think that's this young man's issue right now. Again, if you're trying to offer advice to somebody that is by this time used to getting money, you know what I mean, used to women throwing themselves at them. If you're trying to give me advice, don't throw that at me, fam. Like, come on, man. Like that's basic ish. You can't impress me. You cannot impress me with that type of stuff. What you should be telling him. Again, I think that my advice was actually solid. Instead of completely just ending the relationship, you put the ball, or you make it seem like you're putting the ball into their court, making it seem like they have all the power. What'd you say?
I said it's a hologram.
Listen, there's some people out there, and hopefully with more money, more exposure, more things like that, you're actually spending that money, that time, your resources to gain more knowledge, get around people that have been in these similar situations. That's gonna give you a little bit of gain. Like, a lot of y'all are spending y'all money on the wrong things, man. When you start to level up, you should hopefully start to gain a little bit more knowledge, a better understanding, not for where you are, but for where you plan on going. These young bucks ain't gonna learn, man. I be trying to give them some game, man. Be trying to give them some game, but they don't be listening. But put that, it's a screenshot of the picture, I believe, and the comment. It's on the home page. If you want to pull that up real quick so people will be able to see who we're talking about and what alleged, I don't even know if it's allegedly. But we don't know. You got AI and everything out there that exists now, so I don't know if that picture's real or not. Bow Wow, man. Bow Wow. Come on, fam. Hey, he was getting there, man. He was getting there, and just went all the way off the cliff at the end. I'm talking about just climbing uphill and just turned around and drove off the side.
You said a screenshot of what now again?
Yeah, it should say Travis Dang or something on the if you move that entire box that you've been using or whatever, it's like on the home screen. It's not going to be up under any tab or anything like that. It's behind the actual window that you're using right now. It's like you're behind all of that. You got to move the screen out the way.
Oh. It's on the page.
So, Kobe, quick question. You got a young lady that you've been rocking with, and you believe her to be the queen that you're supposed to marry. And this comes out that she has left some heart eyes under a photo, and yeah, that emoji. Yeah, if you can make that bigger, that'll be perfect. What you doing, Cole? What are you doing in this situation, my brother?
Bro, she will have to go, bro.
It's time for her to go.
That is so wild. Like, that
really
is
is.
so disrespectful. Yeah, she's not for him. Like, but I'm gonna keep going back to it. He's young, but that right there should be the biggest red flag. If you ain't never seen a red flag before, that should definitely be the one.
All the stuff that's going on, right? Everything that's going on top of that, you are adding fuel to the fire. You are putting a magnifying glass right now. And you can't say that you thought it was me because that motherfucker don't look nothing like me, damn it. I actually got a little bit more hair than what he do. All right? And it's not true that all black people look alike.
Yeah, bro. It's messy, bro. It's messy because like what she did, like you said, she put herself back under a microscope. Like she's already under a microscope. Now she's under a major microscope when it comes to what she did. There's nothing much you can really say. There's nothing much you can really say to Travis at this point because at the end of the day, he loves her.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, he loves this woman. He wants to marry her and have kids with her. But what can you really say to this man?
Only thing you can do is
You're
just
not
put
gonna
the
be able to
facts
say
in front
nothing
of
to
him.
him.
I'm gonna still put the facts in front of it. It might not be, I can't say nothing, but a picture's worth 1,000 words. I'm gonna screenshot, I'm gonna send it to you. There you go. I ain't saying nothing. I was saying this. I just thought you might want to, check this out. Hey, put that last comment up on the screen.
Yep, love is blind. You got love is blind. He's missing the signs.
Man,
Poor
shoot.
baby.
Hey man.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
don't
keep it
think
a
these
band with
kids.
you. I honestly believe that Travis is not going to make because him getting that first contract, we got a while. We got a little minute before we get there. I don't think that he's gonna go through with it, man. I really do not. I think again, as we start to go into this thing more and more, you not only have people saying certain things, now you got her out here displaying bad behavior. And I don't care. I don't give a damn if a guy's coochie whipped. I was trying to find a better term. But after seeing all this information, fam, you're gonna take that stuff into consideration, and it's gonna keep eating you up inside. And although this young lady probably, she probably gives some bomb facials. She probably do.
I see where
I'm
you're
trying to
going
be
with this. That
appropriate.
coochie. I see where you're going. That coochie biting you, man.
Right.
That coochie biting you real good.
The thing about it is a such thing as post-nut clarity. And the more and more he starts to see behavior like this, I guarantee the more that guy is starting to gravitate towards, am I making the right decision? Because I know how Dion is. I know how Dion is. Dion oftentimes talk in parables. And although he gonna respect Travis, he's still been saying little things here and there. Somebody eating something? It sounds like y'all mute your mic. But yeah, Dion oftentimes speaks in parables, man, and he said little things to him here and there. Because Dion was like, he said in one of the videos, he's like, let me find out you done went and got married already. This was probably either months or a year or two ago or whatever. And Travis just started laughing or whatever. He was like, let me tell you something. If you need to, just let me know. I'll go ahead and do your prenup. And he pulled out like a stack of books. They was laughing about it, but he was like, hey, listen, you need to protect yourself at the end of the day, man, for real. And I only want to look out and do what's best for you. And if somebody really rocks with you like that, a prenup is not going to scare them away. It's not. Like, I know you got my best interest in heart. I know we rocking together, and we know the statistics about men actually leaving marriages. What is it, like 20-something%? Might be less than that. Most guys, when they get married, they not leaving. And
Yo,
so,
wait. Let me ask you this though. I know it's two different situations. Because Travis is younger than his fiance, and you know he's pretty much gonna be the breadwinner for their relationship. So can you kind of go in depth with that? You know, with the situation with Ocho and his woman.
so with Ocho and his woman, first of all, I don't think that either one of them or have the mindset where either one of them honestly need to be married. They're too childish. I think that's going to be completely different because when I look at Travis, everything that Travis does and everything, man, the way that he aligns with God, his level of commitment, the amount of respect and everything, man, especially when it comes to how he, from what we've seen, not from what she said in that one little video, he respects her wholeheartedly. Like he's not going to do anything to step outside that relationship. Now, Chad Ochocinco, we already know Chad, man. Listen, if Chad feels some type of way, he might, you know what I'm saying? He might go all in with it. I don't think that Travis and Ocho are the same type of guy, if that makes sense. In order for me to be able to compare, I feel like they got to be close to the type of guy or whatnot. But I think they both just live by two different codes. Now this situation about this prenup though, because I'm not familiar with the marriage laws in Tennessee. Does anybody know? If anybody, please, if anybody is familiar with the laws in Tennessee about like overturning a prenup, I didn't hear about that. I'm not aware of that. That's interesting, man. Because that right there would be another freaking chess move on her part. If she wants to get married in Tennessee, that would be crazy.
Do she want to get married in Tennessee?
I don't know. I have no idea. If the person that left that comment, if y'all can give us a little insight, man, we would definitely appreciate that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
All
I'm Tennessee, but I have no clue. So yes, if she is planning to get married in Tennessee and there are laws where you can overturn it, she definitely has her motives. She's not in it for him.
Man, all signs. When I tell you, if that's the case, all signs are literally pointing to, man, yeah, she don't really. And I think, and this is honestly the sad part about it, right? It really does seem like Travis is a very genuine person. Literally looks out for everybody, man. You can tell in every single last video that I've seen him in. One of the very first videos I've seen him was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even longer than that. He was in a Destroying video when he was young, before he was like really, really popping or whatever. Since that first video, you can tell that this was a humble guy. He always looked out for people, cared, respectful. And it's crazy or it's unfortunate that you have guys out there that move in this manner and bump into people like this. But that tough love thing, man, sometimes people have to learn. Damn. You got to learn.
I'm
The
about to
hard
look up
way.
every state that can overturn a prenup. I'm about to put in which states can overturn prenup, and if whatever city or state or whatever state they decided they want to get married in. I'm like, Trav, listen.
But dang, just from this comment here, it's just like, poor me. I see why they don't want to get married. Because it makes me think about that interview with Shannon Sharp and Well, that clip. I didn't see the whole interview. Dog, what's his name? And he was like, why sign a camera? Yeah, no. What's the smile? Come on, who's on that song?
Nick Comedian. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
And he
The
was
little
like,
short comedian.
he was like, why sign a?
It's not Cat. It wasn't Cat, was it?
No. It's
Lil Duval.
Lil Duval. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, why sign something that don't benefit me? I forget like the whole part, but like it was. I mean, the way he put it was like, it made sense because it's like, it just seems like the marriage contract or whatever, the prenup or however they do it. I wish that we could pull that clip up. But anyway, he was just saying that it does, like, for these men really out here nowadays, like, it's all in support of women, even if they don't stay in the marriage, even if I don't know if even if they cheat, but it probably is some sort of loophole to say even if the woman cheat and somehow she could make it seem like it's just the man's fault, she could still take about half of everything he has. So it's just like being, if Tennessee is one, and if there is more, like, there's no way that these men can protect themselves. Well, I won't say there's no way, but it's like, it's just kind of like a short end of the stick when it comes to a man trying to protect himself and his assets when it comes to a marriage union for people.
I think what I agree, because I feel like sometimes there are ways that men can protect themselves and their assets, because we've talked about it on the pod in regards of that the soccer player that put all his stuff in his mom's name.
Oh, yeah.
It's unfortunate you got to go to that extreme, though, man.
But
You
she
got to
didn't
go
know
to that
though. That's the
extreme.
thing. His ex-wife didn't know he did it. So when they went their separate ways, she was under the assumption like, oh, I'm gonna get everything. It's under my mom's name. Anything I buy, car, anything, it's in my mom's name. When the money goes, when that money comes, it goes to my mama account. It's my mama's money.
But what I'm saying is, it's sad that people actually have to go that route, though. You know what I mean? Instead of people just being real and being honest and being genuine about, their connection.
People
Instead
know,
of just out here trying to get people, man.
because people know and people are ahead of it. I promise you, in due time, just how you said, just how we talked about on previous episodes in regards of women ended up being single because of whatever reason that they caused themselves to be single, of chasing the bag and all this other stuff. It's the same way with the men. These men that are out here, not all, but some men that are out here that are being clueless in regards of what's going on when it comes to relationship, finances, and everything. And when it comes to marriage, some men will not get married, because there's a lot of men out here that saying they don't see marriage being beneficial. They see it as it's pretty much, they look at it as a contract that can possibly get breached, where they can take pretty much a contract that can be breached or not breached, and they can lose everything. And now there are men out here that will get married, but taking all the precautionary and necessary steps to make sure that they don't lose their assets without using a prenup. So it's just like how these women thought they got, just how some women thought that they got a step ahead on the men. The men are getting a step ahead on the women, because not everybody's dumb, not everybody's stupid. Once they figure it out and once they get it, man, it's gonna be clockwork.
And I mean, we know how it goes. We have the yin and yang, like it's the balance of good and evil. We have people out here that are bad, bad people. They don't manipulators, users, liars. So the good-hearted people that are genuinely good, we gotta find ways to protect ourselves from that energy. Like, so if it's a prenup or anything else to keep ourselves out of that dark energy, that dark light, then it should be done. We gotta protect ourselves because not everybody is gonna be honest about their motives, unfortunately. And this seems definitely like one of those situations. She's not being honest. I mean, she was in so many words, just saying that she wasn't interested at first. And, going with her own little story of what happened, how they met and all that. But yeah, it's
Yeah, but even if you wasn't attracted to him from the get go, nobody needed to know that.
no, but I mean, you can also develop. I'm not saying that that's the main thing. That's like, yeah, she just not for him. Because I mean, I guess it is possible. You cannot look at somebody in a certain light at one point, and then the more you talk to them, you're like, oh, okay, I can kind of rock with their morals, and then you start falling in love with the inner person, not so much the outside or however that looks. But
But the issue is though, is that she came out and said that listen, if you're thinking about that, and that path, it's okay for that to be in your mind. But the moment you come out and you're sitting there speaking about that on camera or whatever, and telling thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of people that this person wasn't your type. You're basically bragging about all of those different things. That's when it started to be a huge, a big problem, and honestly a red flag. When that thing comes out of your mouth, even though this person wasn't my type or whatever, I actually considered whatever. I'm not gonna put that stuff out there, man, because one thing, I don't want to say anything that's gonna hurt your feelings. Like if anything, you keep that thing until the day that person leave this earth or whatever. You start thinking about protection. I think that, especially when it comes to stuff like that, that type of protection need to go both ways. Like those words coming out your mouth can have a huge negative effect on your partner. And please, y'all let me know. In what way is that going to help any situation with you saying stuff like this?
it's definitely not, especially since she already has a target on her back with everybody is on her right now. So no, saying stuff like that is definitely not going to defend her honor like she really is trying to be with and for him. Um but I mean, at the same token, yes, you wanna protect his feelings. Obviously, he wasn't bothered by it, and I do think when social media and other people get involved, that's why so many times you are told not to let everybody in your relationship, and unfortunately, their stuff deletes. Everybody know now, so it's like you keep certain things between you and your partner, like you said, but her mentioning it is definitely like a blow. But obviously he's not taking it or considering it to be any type of way. He was laughing it off during the video. So
No, I want you to pay attention because we can say things and do things, but I believe I'm a person that really studies body language. A person can lie to their blue in the face, but your body, your facial expressions will give that thing away 10 times out of 10. I want you to go back and watch that video when she said that. Because when she said he wasn't my type, he repeated what she said and looked at the camera like, come on, man. Like, no, that it affected him enough to where he actually said something about it, like, come on, man. Like don't play with me. So it did. I think that the issue is a lot of people want to believe that just because men maybe don't show certain things, whether it be verbal or whatever, though we are human beings. Those things do affect us. But the thing is, we just have gotten better at covering it up. But trust and believe that stuff is going through his mind right now when he's thinking about all of this stuff that's going on. Oh, you best believe that's one of the things that's replaying in that man's head.
And hopefully it is. That's the point. I think that's everybody's point, is trying to get him to not have to find out for himself. That's why all of this is being brought to the light, or, on the outside looking in, hey, this doesn't look right. This looks funny. So hopefully he is starting to pay attention and he does pick up on it, because that's what we're trying to get him to do. We want him to pay attention.
I see somebody said something about he told Shadur that he's getting married in 2025 right after rookie camp. I hope not, man. I really do hope not. I don't know Tennessee law pre-nub. That explains why. Dad's house. Shadur did not about the dates. They have the wedding at Dad's house. Oh, it's too late because she already paid. Wait, what? Oh, that'll be diabolical, boy. If she's paying for that doggone wedding to have that wedding and oh my goodness, it just gets worse and worse, man.
Well, the bride pay for the wedding. So you never know.
I wanted to pivot really, really quick and ask you guys: have y'all heard about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant or Miss Cheyenne Bryant?
Lord, I had.
Nah, what's up about her?
No, I haven't.
Y'all haven't heard about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant?
I've seen her. Well, I seen this clip. It was not. I don't think it was positive anyway, but I seen this clip where it was this 51-year-old woman. She said she had been married for 23 years, just recently divorced and trying to get back out there. Any single men and stuff like that here in the audience, blah, blah, blah. And I think it's one of those channels that I think Katie and Kobe might be familiar with the channel. I can't
Tonight's
remember.
podcast or tonight's show. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, she was she was on the stage with them, and she was like, "See, this what outside gets you." But the lady, yeah, I'm familiar with her. Go ahead.
Crazy. So are y'all familiar with, it was a young lady that sat down with Cam Newton and then later she sat down with Nick Cannon first and then sat down with Cam Newton, talking about Cam Newton creating broken homes and stuff like that. Now, are y'all familiar?
Okay, now it makes sense now. Okay, I got it now.
I think I may have seen a little bit of what was going on. Yes.
Yeah, so that's Dr. or Miss Cheyenne Bryant. So are y'all familiar with both interviews, or y'all familiar with one? Just let me know how much y'all know about that situation or know about her before I start.
Never seen a Nick Cannon one. I've seen the Cam Newton one, and I've seen her on a panel for tonight's conversation. I believe. Yeah, she was on a panel.
Yeah, I saw the Cam Newton clips or parts of it.
Parts and clips of both.
So, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, I don't know if I should be calling her a doctor, because it's been a lot of controversy or whatever about that. So she's back in the news. She's back in the news about basically offering and giving women advice on how it is that they should be moving. Right? Now keep in mind, this young lady, how old is that young lady? Do you know, Kobe?
Nah, I can look it up though.
Yeah, while Kobe looks that up, anyway, I want to say she's probably in her 40s or something like that. Never been married. Don't have any children. But when she was on the Cam Newton podcast or whatever, she was trying to dip into Cam Newton's business, right? She was speaking about his relationship with the young lady that he's with now, and basically saying that she feels like she needs to have a conversation with that young lady because she feel like that young lady has gotten into a situation where she can't get herself out, and she just wants to, I don't know, offer some type of guidance or something for her. Did y'all see that part of the interview or see that any of those clips?
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, I did. And
You watched the entire interview.
By the way, she's 42.
42 years old. God almighty, boy. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that then, Kobe? I would love to hear from the women as well. Like, would y'all be taking advice from someone that's that old and don't have the results or whatever? Would y'all be taking advice from her?
Well, I thought you was gonna say that the lady had responded to her.
What lady? What lady? What are you talking about?
The lady that she was, Nick Cannon's woman.
Oh, you talking about? Cam Newton. Well, Cam Newton girl did say something. I think.
Too many names. But I would prefer to get my advice from someone that does have the results and stuff. I'll listen, not to say that I will take the advice, but I'll listen to some advice and suggestions from a single woman of that age, that may have, haven't gotten there yet, because it's one of those things where I feel like it's learn from my mistakes, but don't be the mistake. I don't want to say mistake, but learn from my lessons, but yeah, type of thing.
Yeah, no, you had it right.
Well, yeah, okay, but I'll say it like that then. I would say learn from my mistakes, don't be the mistake. So that's where I'm at with that. Like, I would rather, like I said, I would rather hear from, a woman that has the results, and I'll just kind of like, hear the suggestion from, I guess we'll just use her in this situation.
Well, I was always told to take advice from successful people. So, considering that the results are not there, or the results that you may want, then definitely don't want to try to follow directly in her footsteps with certain advice that she may give. But yes, listening, you may be able to tweak a little bit of the advice that she gives. Not, because she probably does have some wisdom when it comes to certain things, but, to be taking full advice from somebody that's not where they're trying to tell you to be is a little, kind of hypocritical, I guess.
Yeah, I think the issue is, right, because with certain things, I think that people, should talk about certain things. Like, if you are successful when it comes to school, getting a degree, business, and that's what you're speaking about, cool. But the issue is, if you haven't been getting the results when it comes to being in relationships, you haven't been successful when it comes to being in relationships, and you're out here giving advice to other people that aren't just single, but you have some people that are in relationships and they're happy and they're good where they're at, and you're trying to offer them advice. I think that's the issue that I was having. Like, this person is good. Like, at least they do got somebody. Like, she's good where she's at. Like, she's a successful actress. They have a child together. She's taken care of, and they're good. But you out here trying to give advice. Kobe, what are your thoughts on Dr. Cheyenne Bryant? Because I wanted to point something out real quick after that.
Oh, well, I do agree with the statement of like you get advice from successful people, I get that part, but for her to call Cam Newton a home wrecker for what he's doing, but she not even realizing for her to even offer to give advice to his woman about him, that sounds like she's trying to become a home wrecker as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's already say that she's in a good place with Cam. They're good.
Mm-hmm.
And so you want to give her advice just to ruin what they got going on.
And so here's the thing, right? This is what I wanted to get to. I was hoping everybody had seen like the entire video, the entire breakdown of that. So she was basically just saying that, women need to make sure that they get with a guy that's high value. What is it? High vibrational? What did she say? She was throwing some crazy terms out there, man. High functioning, high value, high functioning. She was saying that Cam Newton is high value, but he's not high functioning because of how he's moving. And she was saying one of her deal breakers was with a guy that does have kids, with, I don't know if she said with women or with a woman or multiple women. But what she did say was, she also said 50 Cent, right? She brought him up out of nowhere during that interview. She was like, yo, shout out to my boy 50 Cent and everything like that. And so Cam Newton was like, it's funny you said something about 50 Cent. So would you consider 50 Cent as high functional, high value, and all those other things? And she chose to not answer the
She
question.
deflect on the question.
Do you know why that is?
I need my popcorn. Go ahead and answer.
So, from what has been said or whatever is, I don't know if her and 50 Cent have been talking, or that's something that somebody that she wants to pursue, right? You're sitting there telling these women, get with somebody that's high functioning, high value, this, that, and the third, and you've already put your standards out there, what type of guy you want. You don't want to date a guy with kids. You don't want to date a guy that don't make that maybe make less money than you or whatever, right? And you got 50 Cent, makes way more money than she does, but he has kids by other women. Pretty much, I'm not gonna say that he's doing the exact same thing that Cam Newton is doing, but all of those things that you were talking about, I mean, by her definition, 50 Cent is not high value or high functioning, but it seems like she's willing to compromise all of those things that she's been putting out there and been pushing and telling other women, if you don't have children or whatever, it's important that you get with a guy that, don't have all of that other stuff going on. And so I want to throw it back to y'all and ask y'all. So what are y'all thoughts based on that? Because we see this a lot. You got a lot of people out there that want to give advice, but they're not taking the advice that they're giving. Instead, they're speaking from some BS fairy tale land or whatever, or they speaking from bitterness, being bitter about not finding a potential mate or whatever.
Being hypocritical. Like, I mean, if you can't really attest to what you're putting out there, it's giving false advertisement, false media. Like, you, again, if you're not going to live up to the advice that you're trying to give, goes hand in hand with the whole success thing. If you haven't had a successful relationship, I can't understand people being upset that she's trying to chime in on something that, I mean, you haven't even mastered yourself yet. So how can you really try to tell somebody else how to move? But yeah, she's very hypocritical.
I guess I'm trying to have a different thought, but how one way it's one way in the books versus out there actually in real world experiences and stuff. So she's giving you what's funny.
I'm thinking about like what's in a textbook versus like how you actually handle
Yeah,
something. Like,
yeah, yeah. So I just feel like she's trying to give you all the book knowledge and stuff like that without even having the real world experience or the real life experience and the real life knowledge, and it does not always equate the same. Even if we go to like parenting, like these parenting books give you, you can read it. It could give you a little bit of guidance or a little bit of like, okay, well, some of this works, some of it doesn't. And I think that's what she's probably at this point what she's seeing, and it kind of does make her look bad because she had been pushing, or from what I was saying, she's pushing in one direction, and now that she's seeing that, okay, this isn't the way to go, so it's like it's conflicting. So I mean, I don't really know what to say for her, to her. I mean, I don't really have the way to speak to her for real like that, but I'm just, that's just what I'm getting from it. It's just like, and I would even say, never mind. Well, sort of, kind of. I would even say, like, even for me sometimes, like, some stuff I do feel like I don't always practice what I preach, but my intentions, and I don't know if her intentions are always genuine either. If if some people are saying, well, maybe she's, bitter and lonely and angry and stuff like that. So she just, in that boat of misery, love comes. What's the cliche goes? Yeah.
Misery loves company.
Yeah. So, yeah, if she's not being off of like what your background. Yeah, so if she's not being intentionally genuine in what she wants to achieve in people's relationship, if she is a relationship coach or is a life coach only. Does anybody know?
I do my research.
Oh, okay. Well, if her doctorate or what, I don't want to say whatever. I don't know if I take her all the way to seriously. It's entertaining. It could be, yeah, something to think about when it comes to her interviews. But if her intent is genuine, equally to improve the relationship, then her advice is taking it. Welcome back, Coach.
what up? What up? What up? If you want to go ahead and bring the sponsors in real quick before we end this thing, we're gonna wrap it up. But yeah, I really just wanted to, before we get out of here, just have a conversation about Miss Cheyenne Bryan or whatever, because she's been popping up a lot in social media outside of this Travis Hunter situation. I just thought that it was interesting, man. You know what I mean? Like they said, man, you let people talk or speak long enough, eventually they're gonna pretty much, show their hand or whatnot. And y'all got to be careful, man. Be careful about who you're getting like certain advice from, and even if somebody doesn't necessarily have the results that they want in life, you gotta just make sure if you're getting advice from them that it doesn't seem like or sound like that it's coming from a place of being bitter or anything like that. Because I still know plenty of people that are maybe on their journey to getting whatever results that they have or whatever, and it's always like somewhat of like a informative and positive spin on whatever it is that they're telling you. So you got to be careful, man, because you don't want to be like somebody like that in her situation, which I think she has all the low hanging fruit. You know what I mean? The fame, the money. To me, that's low hanging fruit. But you want to make sure that you secure that person that you want in life before you get all of that stuff. Because after you acquire those things, and again, taking it back to the Travis Hunter situation, it's a lot harder to get people that really rock with you for you after you've gotten that low-hanging fruit, like those things, right? But yeah, anybody got anything else to add before we get up out of here? Sounds a call.
Oh.
All right, man. Well, I guess that's it for today, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Today's podcast. A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one that they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. You know, as a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, you know, with that, a lot of stress. He was drinking a lot of caffeine. And it turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus. Things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over and I tried it out for the first day. And this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side. And I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I have a lot that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time. All right. So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm gonna shake it up and then we're gonna try it. First time trying Magic Mind. All right. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11. So we'll see. Whew. Whew. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if, you know, it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, That thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right? Until the next time, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa.